Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing the best of Chanel Beauty 2020. I pulled out everything I purchased this year from Chanel. It's very overwhelming to see it all in one place. And we're going to do a sort of annual review. I've never done this before, but I thought it would be really fun to show you everything once again, all in one video. So as I go through each collection, I'm going to call out some of my favorite purchases of the year. The best part of today's video is that it is in collaboration with Jenna Fraze. If you're not already familiar with her channel, she reviews high-end and luxury beauty here on YouTube. I couldn't pinpoint the exact moment I found Jenna, but I've been watching her for a while now because I love her personality. Her content is incredible. I definitely watched her Truth About the Brand series. It's amazing. So many great shopping tips and tricks. I've learned so much. And what I love most about Jenna is that it does not matter how much a product is hyped up. She's going to tell it like it is every single time. She is always brutally honest, incredibly gracious. She also has an adorable dog who always makes appearances in her videos. So what is not to love? And we decided to do things a little bit different. So instead of giving you two identical videos, Jen is going to be sharing her top 10 favorite products from Chanel, regardless of when they were launched. So I will be sure to link both her channel and her video down below so you can check her out right after this. If you're new here and coming over from Jenna's, welcome. This is perfect timing because we are in the middle of a 12 days of Christmas giveaway blitz. I'm going to be sharing all of the information at the end of today's video, but I have a lot of makeup here, so let's get started. I used my Chanel playlist to get all of these collections in order, and I will link that down below in case anybody's interested. If you are curious to see a more in-depth review on any of these collections, any of these products, that is where you can find all of my Chanel videos in one place. So the very first collection is Spring 2020, and I'm sure this launched at the very beginning of this year, towards the end of 2019. It is the Desert Dream collection. So here are all of the pieces that I picked up, including the Eclat du Desert Illuminating Powder. Do you guys remember this? I forget about this sometimes. Because I had to pull it out for this video, I was reminded I really never touch this. And I love the texture. I love the formula. It's very unique. It's incredibly soft and creamy. You can see just by touching it, it kicks up a ton of powder. It feels so buttery. And it's almost a rose gold undertone. It's pretty light, and I remember thinking that it was going to be really soft and settle on the cheeks and being impressed at how bright it was. But I guess there are just so many highlighters in my collection, but even just from Chanel, because this was, I think, immediately after they had come out with the Duo de Camellia highlighter for the holidays last year. I just never picked this up. I never grabbed this. I'm happy to own it because I have all of these limited edition pieces, but I easily could have skipped this considering I never use it. Now the eyeshadow palette from Desert Dream was Warm Memories, and this is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes from Chanel. It's just soft and wearable. It is the most beautiful quad. It's not going to be overly interesting, it's not party makeup, there isn't glitter in here, no pops of bright color. But it is so user-friendly. This would absolutely fall into the best of 2020 category. And then we have this Golden Light Balm Essential. I was so convinced that this was part of the Summer of Glow collection, but when I looked back, it wasn't. This was part of Desert Dream, and it's beautiful. I think this is the first one that I purchased. So it has a little slight hint of color to it. It's a little bit more interesting than the transparent or the sculpting, which has a slight sheen to it. This one has the sheen with the color. It's just really beautiful. This is going to give you that glass skin, glowy, very naturally dewy effect. Very beautiful. It's not too sticky, which is what's great about it. It's not a gloss. It truly is a balm texture. And the last piece I picked up from the Desert Dream collection were these Ombre Premier Lacs. These cream eyeshadows, which I am wearing on my eyes today. I went in with the Quartz Rose. Very beautiful. I think my favorite is Rising Sun. This one. This deeper mauve shade, I don't really use. I had tried it once and I found it to be a little bit tricky. It just didn't look quite as nice. So these I love. I think there's also a light golden shade, which I'm sure is really beautiful. As far as cream eyeshadows go, I think these are really great. They don't have glitter, so there's nothing chunky about them. This is a perfect one and done, really easy eye look, but also nice for creating more dramatic looks as well, just to give you a little pop of luminosity on the eyelid. So these two shades and the Balm Essential would be best of 2020 in my opinion as well. They're amazing. Next, Chanel launched new lip liners. I was so excited about these. As soon as I found out that they were coming out with new lip liners, I was pumped. I was hoping they were going to bring back the retractable liners. These you have to sharpen, but I do think they did a much better job with the shade range. I heard from a lot of people who said they really loved the old lip liners. They were okay. They weren't terrible, but they weren't amazing. They didn't have a good shade range. They were really waxy, which I know some people prefer. It was never my favorite Chanel product. These are really nice. Now, my two favorites of the ones that I picked up are 156 Beige Natural. This is the perfect nude lip liner. And then 178 Rouge Cerise. This is the perfect red. So I really only use these two. I'm happy that I have them all, but I just don't have a lot of lipsticks that match these shades. I just never really pull them out. The next collection to launch was Le Fleur et Blanc, and the only two pieces I picked up were these. I have the Le Blanc Rosy Light Drops, as well as the Rose Pétillant 330 Blush, which this was supposed to be limited edition special for the collection, but I later found out that this had been available, I guess, in Europe for a really long time. I think it has since sold out. I don't think you can get your hands on this anymore, and it's really beautiful. I just love the shade of pink, and it's kind of luminous. There's a soft sheen to it. It's very pretty. The Rosy Light Drops are definitely best of beauty in my opinion. I always love a liquid illuminator, but these are so beautiful. They give a very ethereal look to your makeup. It's very bridal, perfect for springtime, which is when this launched. It gives your skin a healthy, very soft glow. You can mix these into your foundation, concealer, use it right on top as a liquid illuminator. You can mix this into a primer if you want extra luminosity. What's great about these is that they're not oily, so it gives the appearance of dew without that texture and that sticky feeling, which is why I love this. Living in Miami, I still get oil in my T-zone every once in a while. I don't like to add anything that's too heavy, too hydrating to my skin, but I still want my overall complexion to look very luminous. This is the answer. Next, we had this eye campaign that included retractable eyeliners, new liquid eyeliners, and the brow palette, which went on my worst of luxury beauty list. I'm not a big fan of the brow palette or Chanel brow products in general, but I do love their eyeliners. I especially love these waterproof eyeliners. This one I use just about every single day. This is Brune Agape, shade 943. I also have Jungle Green, Black Wood. I think I picked up one or two other shades that they're somewhere in the drawer, but I couldn't find them. I love these. The Brune Agape definitely goes on my best of beauty list simply because it is a must-have. I hope this wasn't one of the limited shades, but you can see I am just about done. I will finish this before the year is up. It's so nice. They're long wearing, they go right in the waterline, they won't irritate your eyes, they're waterproof, but also you could use them just to smudge outside the waterline as well. They're beautiful. I always have to show this every time I talk about these eyeliners because there's always one person at least who hasn't seen it before. But the bottom comes off of these eyeliners and it's a little sharpener. So that's a common complaint, is that once you use them, they smudge down and then you can't get them sharp again. Well, if you're very careful, because it's teeny tiny baby hand size, there is a little sharpener that comes on the bottom of each eyeliner. I also picked up a handful of the new liquid eyeliners. They had something very similar a long time ago. It was in more of a pyramid type of tube. So I picked up 526, this really pretty blue. I also have 516, which is sort of a burgundy. This is really pretty, best of beauty worthy. And I also went with black, pretty standard. This one is my favorite, 522. I forget what they called this. I believe it was called Bronze Doré, something like that. This was supposed to be a limited shade, so hopefully it is still available, but it is absolutely stunning. It's kind of the liquid version of Brune Agape. Has a slight sheen, just a hint of gold shimmer, and it's a nice kind of medium brown. It's really beautiful. I love this liquid eyeliner. It's very easy to apply. We've now arrived at Summer of Glow. This was the 2020 Chanel Summer Collection. I think I picked up one of everything, just about. So I have the Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. They also brought out Sunkissed, which they had before in the old packaging, and that was their only shade. I did not purchase that because I still had the old bottle, which I think I have since decluttered. It was really old. But I do love Pearly Glow. This is very pretty. It's a nice sandy tone. It just looks like skin but enhanced. So this is really beautiful. I also have the Sunset Le Beige Healthy Glow Illuminating Powder. This is one of my all-time favorite bronzers. Definitely one of the best bronzers of the year. It gives off a lot more pigment than you might expect. Now, I think this is very comparable, if not the exact same product as the Luminous Le Beige, which I have gone through, I think, a medium deep. I recently went through the light. I use it as a setting powder, a bronzer. It has a very slight sheen, but not too much. Basically the same as this. As soon as I use this up, if I wanted to replace it, I still could. It wouldn't come in the really pretty nautical limited edition packaging, which I think I paid an additional $7 for, but you can replace the product from Chanel. This bronzer I will absolutely use up in its entirety, and I would consider this to be a best of beauty. Same with the Healthy Glow Drops, this highlighting fluid. I also picked up the eyeshadow palette, the Le Beige Warm palette, and it blew me away. I had low expectations of this eyeshadow palette because I didn't have much luck with the previous Le Beige eyeshadow palette that I'd used. I dropped it. I didn't love it before I dropped it, but once I dropped it, it was dead to me. But this warm is very beautiful. It's kind of the perfect summer palette. Light, natural, very minimal makeup. I would say this is best of beauty as well. And last but certainly not least, shrouded in controversy, the new Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. I kept it in the box simply because I have an old Soleil de Chanel and I want to make sure that I grab the right one. Since I opened that one first, I want to use that one up before I go into this. I did a side-by-side comparison of the two cream bronzers and I couldn't tell a huge difference between the two. I thought the tone was the same. I thought they went on basically the same. They have different ingredients. This one does contain a little coconut oil. Some people are turned off by that. Some people don't mind. I really didn't see any difference. Not in the way the product applied, not the way it wore throughout the day. It didn't break up my makeup. So I have nothing but great things to say about this. I love the original Soleil de Chanel, and I really love the new Le Beige. The only real complaint I have is the same complaint I had about the original Soleil de Chanel, which is that it's not that dark. They really need to bring out more shades. I'm hoping that they will. They numbered this shade. I don't think it had a number before, but now this is 390 Soleil Tan Bronze Universal. So maybe that means they'll come out with a 400, a 410. They really need to deepen this up because this is barely a bronzer on me and I'm fair. The formula is fine. Give us more shades. I would still consider this to be one of the best things they came out with because they made the formula a little bit cleaner. In the second half of 2020, Chanel came for our necks and our wallets. They are finishing this year very strong in my opinion. So we are now up to the fall collection, which is sort of Candor A Experience 2.0. It's like the red collection, but reimagined with a bit of a pink twist. So here I have the two eyeshadow palettes. I picked up both, even though photos made them look nearly identical. So this is Candor A Provocation. It's a little bit softer. I think this is the perfect daily wear palette. And here we have Candor A Seduction. This one is definitely more vibrant, more evening appropriate because the shades are just very bold. Both of these palettes are incredibly beautiful. You can tell they are definitely from the same color story. They are related even though they are not the same. If there hadn't been so many pink eyeshadow palettes launched this year, I think these would stand out a lot more than they do. But I would still put them in a best of Chanel column simply because I love the formula. And I love these colors. I think these palettes are beautiful. It is a particular look. I know not everybody is going to love this. If you do like pink though, these are amazing. Along with the eyeshadow palettes, I also ended up picking up two lipsticks and this Rosé Balm Essential, which I did not think I was going to pick up, but when I saw it in person, I just couldn't resist. So this is similar to Golden Light, but it has a slight pink tone versus brown, and it's very beautiful. These lipsticks blew me away when I saw them in store. I had no intention of picking up either of these. I think I had my mind set on a different shade, but then as soon as I saw them, I just had to have them. So I did go with the Rouge Allure Ink Fusion shade 836 Idyllique. And this is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite, red lipstick from Chanel. It is just a bold, very sexy, deep red. Blue-based, stunning. This would be perfect for holiday parties. But I also fell in love with this Rouge Coco Flash in the shade 132 Flushed. It's this really nice luminous pink. It is so flattering on the lips. The perfect everyday shade. You could just throw this in your purse, apply it anytime. You don't have to think about it. You don't need lip liner. And I love a product like that when it's incredibly flattering. It's just a beautiful lipstick. Next, Chanel gifted us with a shade extension of my favorite lipstick formula, the Le Rouge Duo Ultratinu Longwear lipsticks. And I picked up 6 of the new shades, which is really saying something. So the shade I'm wearing today is Endless Pink. I love this color. Definitely best of beauty. All of these are best of the brand this year. Light mauve is stunning. Well, chic beige would maybe be the only color that isn't best of the brand, simply because it is so light. Once it oxidizes, it does get a little bit deeper. With a lip liner, it's fine. It's just not one of my all-time favorite shades. But I love Endless Pink, Light Mauve, of course Timeless Beige. I talk about it all the time. And then if you're looking for a bright and bold holiday red, Burning Red, very warm. Passionate Red is your blue-based red. They're stunning. I love this formula because they are so long wearing. When I was applying this today, I was trying to compare it in my head to the new Rouge Allure Lac lipsticks that I just reviewed. And there's just something about this formula. It's probably comfort, familiarity. I'm just so used to it. I know how it wears in all different scenarios. I've worn all of these shades multiple times. So I think I just need to keep testing the new Rouge Allure Lacs because I think they could become a new favorite, potentially. They're still very new to me, but I absolutely love the Le Rouge Duo Ultratinu. These better not go anywhere. I will have a fit. This year, Chanel launched 2 new foundations. We have the reformulated Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation and the new Suplemage L'Essence Détente Foundation. Now, this did not technically launch in the United States, but it did launch elsewhere in the world, and I recently reviewed it, so I'm just going to go ahead and include it in today's video, but this will be available in the United States, I'm told, January, February 2021. I think they did an incredible job with both of these. This Le Beige reformulation is definitely an upgrade in my opinion, and I liked the original Le Beige. Wasn't my all-time favorite. I prefer the Ultra Le Tint, which I used up in its entirety this year, so I need to replace that. I'll probably wait since I have this, and it's a long wear formula. It's long wearing. It has a natural finish. It definitely has more glow. It's not like the original, which was matte, but it's not overly dewy. I don't feel like I'm incredibly shiny, oily. I don't need oil control help by the end of the day. So this, to me, is amazing. I absolutely love this new formula. And then this new Suplemage foundation is really beautiful. The first time I tried it, I used powder. I struggled a little bit. And if I had to compare this with the original Suplemage, I think I prefer that one a little bit more, but they are meant to be totally different. So the Suplemage foundation that comes in the jar, it's more of a natural finish, full coverage. This is meant to be very glowy and lightweight. For a glowy lightweight foundation, this is amazing, especially because it comes with this really nice brush and it has the anti-aging skincare. So higher price point, I still really love it. I've come to really love the way it looks on the skin. You just have to use the right products. It works much better with cream blush, cream bronzer, teeny tiny powder just in the places that you need it. Here we are at the holidays, and I heard mixed reviews about this year's holiday collection. I really liked it because I love the inspiration behind it. I think the gold chain is so iconic, so I love the fact that they included the gold chain design and embossed it on top of all of the powders. I think it was really nice. A bit small. I think it was missing a few things. I wish they had come out with maybe eyeliners, something else. So here I picked up the Lachene de Chanel Illuminating Blush Powder. I think this is stunning. It's pretty deep as a highlight, so I think this is actually better for somebody with a little color to their skin. I'm not sure how flattering this is going to be on somebody that's very fair, but if you have light medium skin, this is really beautiful. Love the details on this. I also picked up 3 of the single eyeshadows. One of them is lost temporarily in the drawer, but I picked up the pink and the light gold and the pale pearl, which is the one that's missing, but here I have the gold and the pink. I love these single eyeshadows. I think they look really beautiful. They're very pigmented and they're easy. These are very easy to incorporate in any eye, and I think the shades they came out with this year were really beautiful. So I love these. I also picked up 3 of the limited edition lipsticks. My favorite is the Beige. I love this nude. It is so pretty. It has a hint of gold shimmer. You can barely see it on the lips. As they dry down or as the lipstick wears off, then you can start to see it. But I just think the color is perfect. This is the perfect nude. It's the type of lipstick that I know I'm going to get a ton of use out of. I could go through this. Whereas the other shades I picked up, the reds, I probably could have skipped, even though they are incredibly beautiful. I've gotten to the point now where I really don't need to purchase another red lipstick, probably in my lifetime. It's not going to stop me if I see something really nice, but these are really beautiful. I love the packaging that they came out for the holidays this year. It was the same packaging as last year. It's kind of gold details, very pretty. Another great holiday item this year, the gift sets. These were incredibly popular. I feel lucky that I was able to get my hands on one, so I picked up the Good to Glow set. This was my personal favorite. They come out with them every year, and they generally come out with the hand cream set. Did they? You know what? I don't think they came out with the manicure set this year, or did they? They may have, and it just sold out before I even realized. The lipstick set, the lip gloss set, they're always basically the same, and the bags are a little bit different. The bags this year were amazing, so I think this was the big draw. That was Cyber Monday. On Black Friday, they came out with the new Cocoa Club red lipstick. I love this shade. As much as I am swearing off red lipsticks, I am still so happy that I picked this up. No regrets whatsoever. And this has a metallic finish, but I love it. It just has a very slight sheen. They're hydrating, glossy. It just looks really beautiful, so I'm a huge fan of Cocoa Club. Next we have the Lion lipstick launch. I think there are 8 shades of these limited edition packaging lipsticks that have the little lion emblem right here. I only picked up 1 shade because most of them are red. This is 237 Beige Ardent. It's very beautiful. It is a deep beige, a very deep nude, but it's really pretty and has a slight sheen to it. So I think this is nice. I don't typically love matte lipsticks in general, so I'm not a huge fan of the Rouge Allure Velvet, but I wanted to get one since I skipped out on the Camellia lipsticks this year. The Lion is very cute. And then the last lipstick is a very new launch. I just got my hands on these. The Rouge Allure Lac lipsticks. I think the jury is still out on whether or not these would be a best of Chanel item, but I do really like them. I think it's safe to say that this one, 70, Immobile, I love this color. This is a best of beauty. And even this one, 61 Continuous, stunning. I absolutely love that. You know, I really like 60 as well. It gives a slight sheen to the lips. Beautiful. The only one that I'm not really 100% pleased with is this Myth, number 71. This I could have skipped. The other 3 are really beautiful. I'm just not as familiar with the formula yet. I need to wear them a couple times to really get used to it, but I like the way they feel. They remind me a lot of the Le Rouge Duo Ultratinu lipsticks. They are incredibly long wearing, incredibly comfortable, and they feel really nice on the lips the entire time you're wearing them. They never look dry, which I love. That is everything that was launched this year from Chanel. I think the only thing I skipped out on was the Camellia lipstick, but that's it. I almost always buy the majority of every single collection. I've been following Chanel as a brand for a couple years now, You guys love the reviews. They're always my most popular videos, so I do my best to purchase just about everything. So it probably feels overwhelming. I showed you a lot of makeup. When I link everything down below, I'm only going to include things that I listed as a best of Chanel makeup product. I'm not going to link everything. I don't think that would be very convenient for you. So you'll see it. Everything will be listed, just best of the products that I absolutely love, no regrets, things that I would absolutely recommend to you guys. If you have any thoughts one way or another, I would love your feedback on this style of video. I was actually inspired by Morgan Turner. She did something similar with Charlotte Tilbury, where she showed everything she purchased this year from the brand. But I don't know if it's overwhelming for you guys, so if you would prefer, I can keep it to a top 10 list or a top 20 list in the future. Let me know, either way. But before you head over to Jenna's channel to check out her top 10 favorite products from Chanel, we have to discuss this giveaway. One lucky subscriber is going to win this box filled with holiday goodies. Inside we have a Laneige lip care set, the VIP Audacious lipstick from NARS in the shade Rita. This is their special holiday gold packaging. I have the Climax set, 2 mascaras in there, and then 2 little minis. These are the ornaments. Orgasm Blush Duo, and then 2 lipsticks in here. All you have to do to enter is make sure you are subscribed with notifications on, follow me on Instagram at ErinNicoleTV, like and comment on this video, including your Instagram handle, because that's how I will contact the winner. This giveaway will remain open for 72 hours, and then the winner will be announced on Instagram. All of the dates and important information you need will be down below in the description box, and that completes today's video. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.